It is time for the February 2025 Vanguard portfolio update. I'm a little ill, so I'm going to go through this quite quickly, but as you can see here, the portfolio value is £133,116.72. That is split between the pension, which is a few pensions from some prior jobs, £16,188, and then the actual ISA itself, £116,928.72. I did this video about 6 weeks ago. It was early January when I did the last one. Since then, the pensions increased about 2%, 15,866 is what it was before then. And the ISA has gone up very small amounts, about 1.2%. Although for a month and a bit, that's not too bad. 115,572 to its current number here. If I look at the pension from inception, just quickly see if I can expand this. You can see it is up. This is a personal rate of return of about 50%. It increased £5,100, which is pretty good considering just sitting there doing nothing. In my current pension in my workplace, which is in blended funds and things like that, it has not gone up that much. But this is the S&P 500 it's invested in and has done pretty well so far. Okay, let's get into the ISA. I bet you're wondering why it hasn't gone up that much. If I look at the transactions, and I'll just do the records, it's because I keep on withdrawing money. So you can see here, I'm putting in about £1,000 a month, give or take, and then I withdraw. So I put in £3,000 here, and then I had something on that I needed the money for, so I withdrew it. I put in £2,000 and withdrew it. So that is why it has been relatively flat, because I'm not putting in regular contributions. Well, I am, but I keep on withdrawing them. But that is some of the flexibility I have with this, which is quite good, is that you're able to invest and take money out if needed. Let me just quickly go to the performance here, and we'll go inception. So according to this, I've contributed and withdrew 62,000, and they've returned me about 54,000, which is a 150% increase, but obviously I don't really like that. The actual increase that it is up is about, sorry, let me see if I can quickly do this live on the other screen, 116,982. It's about an 86% increase. This is like a personal rate of return, internal rate of return, sorry, which is pound weighted return, but we don't really look at that. But you can see it has gone up, and obviously I have withdrawn money and things like that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm still in the S&P 500. There's been a lot of changes recently. Things have going, well, that's the thing. People say America's going crazy at the minute, and oh, these are such turbulent times, and da-da-da-da-da. But I mean, you know, in the last year to date, it's up about 4%. Over the last year, it's up 20%. Since Donny got in, which is around about then, it's up 5%. Stable. It's, you know, been increasing, and it's still one of the better ways to make money, sort of passively, is to invest in the American stock market. And currently, it's working. It has been working for a while now. Yes, maybe we're in a bubble. One of the things I did want to discuss, I do have the top constituents of the S&P 500 here. And there is a lot of weighting in the Mag 7, which is the Magnificent 7. What are they and how are they dominate the market? It was originally FANG and things like that, but now it is Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Apple, Google, which is Alphabet, Nvidia, and Tesla. Now, would I invest in all those stocks individually? Surprisingly, probably not. I think I would invest in Microsoft happily. I would invest in Amazon. I would invest in Meta, I would invest in Apple, I would invest in Google. I probably would have been scared to invest in Nvidia, and I would have missed out on massive returns. If we just go to here, type in Nvidia, NVDA, and look at it over 5 years. From doing my videos, I always find that the Nvidia was overpriced. I remember it was overpriced in here, and it's gone up, what, 360% since that point. In the lows, we did halved its price, and then has gone on a massive bull run, and was I think the biggest stock in America at one point. I think Apple is slightly bigger at the minute, but you know, I would have missed out on all these gains. Now, I wouldn't have invested in Tesla because I do think in the long run Tesla, I don't trust Musk as much as other people do. I think they just keep on lying and pushing back timelines. So, you know, I looked a bit of an idiot when I wasn't buying it. Oh, I wouldn't have bought it in 2020, and it went up. Where is it? Over 1,000%. And then I think it was an S&P constituent, and since then it's been relatively flat. It was down 50%, and then once Big Donny got in, with the help of Musk and Twitter, the stock rallied 60%, but if we go over the more recent time frame, it's now down about 25. So it's back to what I was saying. It is very heavily, it's top heavy, the S&P 500 at the minute. Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, and Tesla make up about 30% of the entire index. But the majority of those stocks are doing very, very well. Nvidia better than others, and Tesla not so much. But that's why I invest in the S&P 500, because overall I believe in the American stock market, and I believe in it more than, for example, the FTSE, which is the UK stock market, FTSE 100. Now it has done okay since the bottom of the pandemic crash, up about 67%. You can see historically it's much slower over the last 5 years. 60% over the last year, 13%. Now it's had quite a big rally recently for some reason. I don't even know. I haven't been paying attention. I don't pay attention to the UK stock market. I have my job and my house and my life in the UK, but then all my money's in the American stocks, and I kind of deem that as almost a little hedge, but not really. It's just, I'm hoping that the US goes well, and if not, then hopefully the UK goes well, and then if not, then I'm buggered anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that's kind of my current flow. Yeah, right, guys, that's all I wanted to go through. Just a quick one. So just quickly going back, I'm still going to try and keep on investing in the ISA. But unfortunately, I have been withdrawing money, but it is one of the advantages of having this, because if I had all this money in my pension, for example, and I do have a pension account that I won't be going through on this, but just because that'll be boring. And you can't access your money till you are in 65 or whatever, and currently I am nowhere near 65. So it is quite nice to have this, and it's tax free. Obviously, you pay tax when you get paid the money, but then once you put this in the ISA, all of your gains and everything are tax free. Now, what would have been nice is if I invested not in the S&P 500, invested everything in Nvidia, and got all those tax free gains of the stock going up thousands of %. But unfortunately, I didn't foresee that. But that's why I am investing in the S&P 500 to try and get some of those gains of these high growth American tech stocks. But then also to, you have a lot of dividend companies in here, a lot of slower growth companies, a lot more stable. And overall, I just have more faith in this than the UK stock market, for example, or even a Total World as well. I know a lot of people do recommend investing in Total World ETFs. What is the Vanguard one? Let me just quickly get this up. Vanguard Total World. Is it T? Oh, VT. I should have guessed that. And Vanguard Total. Sorry, I'm a little bit ill. I'll close this video soon. This has gone up 51% over the last 5 years, up 120% since the bottom of COVID, which I think might have actually beat the S&P 500 of that similar time. We'll look at my Vanguard one to be just a bit closer. But yeah, you can see the S&P 500 is beating it currently, and the Total World is, in terms of market cap, I think is heavily dominated by the S&P 500 anyway. I believe it's a 70% split. Let me just have a quick Google. How much of VT is S&P 500? This is saying, this is from 10 years ago, about 54% weight, 60% weight. Fine, I thought it was a little bit higher. But you can see basically it's still heavily US. So whether you invest in Total World or US directly, he's still investing in the US. So I'm going to go from the messages of Jack Bogle, the founder of Vanguard: invest in the US, keep on investing, don't look at it. Obviously, I am looking at it, but just keep going, and hopefully you can retire with a very nice amount of money in the future. And that's the current plan, and hopefully we keep doing it. Right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully I don't sound too bad and the video is watchable. Subscribe if you're not already, like the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.